There are some things that these our parents did not tell us before we got into marriage. Yes, they trained us well, though. They did a lot of good jobs, but there are some things that naturally they will not teach you. It is when you get to school, you know when they say marriage is a school. You see that first year of marriage, there are some things that you begin to realize. That is why I'm doing this video. So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Loli D, your creative director, your creative reminder, your beauty babe. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. Today's topic is a very juicy one. It's just about, I saw this video somewhere where someone was just speaking about it, and I just felt that from my own point of view, there are a couple of things that I want to also share. So I thought to make this video, and it's just about some of the things that I wish I knew in the first year of marriage, things that people tend to experience or what your parents will not tell you. For the glory of God, I've been married for 5 years now, but I'm just going to talk about like the first year of marriage, some of the things that I did not know that I got to realize. If you think that this is the content that you would like to watch, then please stick around and subscribe to the channel. Hit that button there. It's all good vibes here, so you're definitely going to enjoy watching me. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel and join the family. Let's just jump right into the video. So the first point is you would begin to realize in the first year of marriage that you don't know yourself yet. I know someone can be like, what do you mean I don't know myself? Yes, both you and your spouse, you guys, you don't know yourself yet. Wait till your first year of marriage. In first year of marriage, that is the time you begin to realize who you really are. In fact, over time, you will still realize a couple of more things about yourself, even as you grow in marriage in other years. But this is just the beginning. So the first year of marriage is an introduction to you knowing more about yourselves. So there's something that you would usually have heard, that courtship is usually very different from marriage. Even the people that they lived together for years, or they were in relationship with each other for years before they got married, a lot of them that still get into marriage and they're still surprised. You begin to realize some things about yourself you didn't know. Then you begin to also realize some things about your spouse that you thought you knew, but you didn't know nothing. Marriage is sweet. In the first year, most of the time, before the kids start coming, even if it is the seconds, because some people probably they were pregnant before they got married, so in the first year. So the few times that you were pregnant before the time that the baby came, if that makes sense, even if it was weeks, even if it was months, even if it was years, those early times when it's just you and your spouse, you guys can travel all over the world, have all the dates and anything, it's usually fun. You people have not started. You don't know, you didn't know what is coming. You have no idea that, maybe at some point you would need to work and reschedule your work to suit into taking the kids to school or, things like that. But in that first year of marriage, let me balance with those that did not have kids immediately. Trust me, I'm sure they had loads of fun. For myself, I wasn't pregnant before I got married, but immediately after I got married, 9 months after, a baby came. You know what they say? In 9 months' time, we come visiting. That is what happened in my case. But in those few times before that time, because it's just you and your partner, you have enough space, you have enough time with each other, there's no child crying, in the background, there's no child trying to disturb what you're doing. If you're studying or doing anything, you can concentrate maximum without having to reschedule yourself. I mean, even if you're rescheduling yourself for your partner, there's a way you guys can understand and reschedule yourself because you're adults, unlike, with kids. So, yeah, that first year of marriage, again, another thing that I would say most of the time is really sweet. So enjoy it. In the first year of marriage, that is when you guys are going to really decide who is better with handling the finances of the home. Some people, it's the man that is very good at it. And some people, it's the women. They're really very good in managing your money, accountability, and blah, blah, blah. You would never really know or understand the importance of accountability when it comes to finances, especially if you're a spendo, the type that likes to spend. When you were single, you could just wake up one morning and say, I think I like this thing. I just want to get it. I just want to get that, and that, and that, and that. But then when you're in marriage and then you guys are having like to sit together and understand what your finances is going to be like, you're having goals, you're about to build a family, there are bills to be paid. Amen, somebody. You have to just sit down and begin to, talk as a couple, analyze how your finances is going, what this is going into, how you guys are going to be saving, investing, and things like that. It's even harder in a situation where maybe one party is not working and one other party is working. At that moment, you know that the party that's working has to also be considerate and sort of understand the situation, because it is a phase. If you're the one that is opportune to be working that moment and your partner is not working, it doesn't mean that is how it is going to be for the rest of the years, if that makes sense. But that for now period, you guys have to have a sort of understanding to know how you want to manage your finances, and the fact that that other person would have needs. So the other person that has the money at the moment or that is earning would then be able to, sacrifice some money to help the other person. You know what they say? We rise by lifting others. We are one as a couple. The Bible says two has become one. Iron sharpened iron kind of thing. So that is another point that I want to say. The first year of marriage is the time that you want to start thinking or talking about your finances in the home and how it's going to be, because if you don't structure it from that time, it's really gonna affect you one way or the other in future. In the first year of marriage, you would then begin to brush up your relationship skills. There are some people that they're just naturally introverts. They are not people that are so good in, family is visiting, let us be jovial, let us make it fun for them, let's be happy, smiley, chatty, it doesn't come naturally for everyone. So for someone, for example, if you're a woman and you're not really someone that's all chatty and stuff, it might feel a bit strange. Maybe the first year of marriage, if your husband is the extrovert and the type of people that probably will have guests, come around, family and all of that, how much you can accommodate, how much you can understand that, this festive period, this person is visiting, blah, 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 depending on how the family is or what you guys' family is, because, of course, family differs. There are different types of families, and how people have events and what have you is totally different. But then it's not just you now, if that makes sense. Because before you got married, maybe you're just that loner. I'm alone on my own. I just lock myself up in the room. I'm reading my book. I'm just facing my life. Everybody's okay. This one now, you're receiving guests. Visitors coming. I have to cook. I have to do this. We need to do this. We need to put this in place. We need to accommodate this person for a few days. We need to do this. We're having a get together, like a family reunion. We have to do this. We have to do that. And it's all like, where do I start from? I don't know these things, blah, blah, blah. You see, that first year of marriage, that's when you begin to realize what the family is like, the family you married into. Because trust me, you will never know the family you got married into from afar. Even that courtship stage, that part is still, we are still getting to know you, if that makes sense. Once you get into the marriage, first year of marriage, you begin to realize a couple of things. You begin to know some people's character, some people's behavior. This family, this is how they do. This family is the party family, the life of the party. Yeah, we are always, every day, Ashwebi. And then you begin to study how you can handle all of that. To be honest, most times, for a lot of people, the first year of marriage, they don't really have so much pressure because it's still the first year, it's still fresh. Most people call it the honeymoon stage, if that makes sense. Yeah. One of the things that I would say is that moment, that first year, is a time where you and your spouse should bond more, because in future sometimes jobs can take someone away. Sometimes jobs can make you not see your spouse every time, maybe traveling here and there and things like that. It's just the time that it's the beginning of your marriage. You want to set the pace, if that makes sense. So you want to put it in a way that, okay, this is how we want it to be. Maybe for family devotion, this is what we want to structure. Maybe we'll be praying every morning, or maybe we'll be praying every night, maybe every 2 days, every 3 days when I come back from work. Blah, blah. You guys will just have to sit and just structure how you want to do it in bonding. And why I mentioned devotion with bonding is because it has a way of also bringing bond when to pray together. I cannot over stress this thing, because you guys, to really stay as one, you need prayer. You need prayer, because you see, not everybody is happy that you are happy, even in that marriage. So there's some people that will be looking for your downfall and they want to feed on it. And there will be some people that would even want to pull you guys apart. Trust me. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against rulers of darkness and wickedness in high places. Trust me. And people that have been in marriage for years, they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you that marriage is not a bed of roses. You see them all smiley, it looks like everything is good, we're all chill, we're good, we're rocking, we're balling, we're happy with this, with that. It comes with its challenges too. A lot of people have gone through hurdles and troubles and tumblings and turbulences together that you will never know. You cannot know, you can never ever know. Couples actually go through a lot together. And I can say that the first year of marriage is the time that is good to really have that bond. Because forget all those things you guys were doing, courtship, blah, blah, blah. Now you're married, you're together, you see each other, you see your excesses, you see what that woman looks like every morning when she wakes up without the makeup and all of that. Like you guys, you see yourself, this is you've seen yourself in and out. There is nothing to hide, so you shouldn't come again with any, I'm hiding something. You need to, both of you need to be honest. That's the one thing I would say. You have to be honest with each other and be able to be free to say anything to each other, to express yourselves, and these things help with bonding. But most importantly, like I mentioned, that devotion is so important. So in first year of marriage, one of the things I also noticed is that it's a time for you to set the pace of how you want it to be. Have discussions. Some people will say even before marriage, you should have already known how many children do you want to have. But now that you're married, more things like your finances, who is paying for what, who is paying for this, who is paying for that, how are we going to do it with the children, and what are the goals that we have in this marriage, what is the purpose we have to fulfill even together spiritually, blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys, you have to just make sure that you set the pace. Your parents will never tell you that there will be days that you and your spouse might have heated arguments, or that there are times you will not agree with each other, or what some people call fight. But some people actually do fight like physically, but yeah, some people it's not really fight, it's just quarrel. There are things like that that might come up. No matter how lovey-dovey you guys are, how much you know yourselves, understand yourselves, misunderstandings are bound to happen. So communication is something that you don't want to play with, even from the first year in marriage. If you work on your communication with each other in your marriage, even in the first year, it's going to help you in the other parts, especially having rules like making sure that the sun does not go down on your anger. You have this, that the fact that by tomorrow morning you are fresh, like you're not remembering the things of the past. So if you both of you are annoyed with each other, settle it that day, and don't do this whole silent treatment and bottle it up for months, and you'll be angry with your spouse. You people will be living in the same place, you'll be carrying faces, you cannot talk to each other, you cannot express yourself. And then some people are just so bad in apologizing, they just won't apologize. And so people, these things, you don't need it. Your communication level has to be like top notch. Is going to help you. I'm not a marriage counselor. These are some of the things that I have realized that most times in the first year of marriage is good to actually take note of, that people will not tell you. Okay, it's not that time your mom and your dad, they have tried, they have trained you, they know that you are capable of handling it, so they have put you. Sometimes the issue is the issue, not even like you guys, and sometimes the issue might be how you're handling it. So ability to communicate to each other is very good. Letting people too much come into knowing what is happening. People don't always have to know. You guys can trash it among yourselves. I'm trying to whisper it to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, and please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.